For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 7 of the second season here at Chelsea. We are starting our Champions League campaign today with a game against Benfica, then a Premier League game against Southampton at the weekend, followed by a game against Crewe away from home in the Carabao Cup. So I'd very much like to progress in that competition, and I'd also like to get off to a good start in the Champions League. We are at home, and we have been good at home this season, but away from home, especially in the league, we've not been as impressive as we might like. Well, actually, let me rephrase. We've put the performances in, but we haven't gotten the results that we necessarily needed. Dominating Leicester and Reading, but only taking a point apiece each time. So, hoping to improve on that today, although this first game against Benfica and the one against Southampton are both at home. So, theoretically, judging by previous form, we should get a couple of wins. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. We are missing Cesc Fabregas and Toni Kroos for about a month. And we've got a busy period of fixtures coming up. So they will be missed, but hopefully not so much so that we don't get results that we want. So let's start with this game against Benfica. Like I say, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We'll see if we can get a win in the Champions League. Benfica's side is strong, but not as strong as I might have expected it to be. A 4-1-3-2 is a strange formation, one that I've not actually played against, I don't think, in this series. Andre Carrillo on the right and Rafa on the wings will be pacey. Raul Jimenez up top will be strong. Samaris in the middle is a rock, but not that fast. Not sure what to expect from this Benfica team. I'm not sure what to expect from me either, to be fair, because I can either be great or I could be terrible. And, well, that was probably more like terrible, wasn't it? Coutinho in there to Isco. Morata's made the run forward. Nice ball into him. Cut back here and get around Lopez. Isco's keeping making that run forward, but I'm not going to be able to get it to him. Kante. Bakayoko starting in place of Toni Kroos here. So I am slightly more defensive with my midfield two than normal. Oof, good save by Varela from Isco's first effort at the game after 4 minutes. Morata will win that foot race. He's got Aspi there, and the cross is decent, and it's Eden Hazard with the header. But, yeah, he's not that good with his head. That one went wide. Oh, great header by Laporte. He's risen so much higher than anyone else there. And there's space here for Coutinho. And I'll get past the defender. And Felipe Coutinho can't give us a 1-0 lead because it's a great block by Alejandro Grimaldo. A player that we were... Oh, wow, Coutinho with a strength. A player that we were interested in signing earlier on in this series. Isco trying to shrug off the defender. He's got another one with him. This is a great run by Isco, but the keeper makes a good save. Isco's footwork in the middle is just as good as Felipe Coutinho's, and the two of them make quite the pairing, but unfortunately Isco's header this time around straight into the hands of Varela, and Isco stayed down, which is not good news. Hopefully he'll get up sooner rather than later. I cannot afford a third central midfielder injury. I quite simply cannot have that amount of players from one single position out at the same time in my squad. He's back on his feet though, which is good news, but whether he'll be out for a period after the game remains to be seen. Pizzi into Talisca to Pizzi to Raul Jimenez. Oh, I tried to guess which way he was going to go and didn't quite get it right. Pereira gets that away as the shot was blocked. Counter-attack though, maybe? Coutinho into Isco. Morata's made the run. Oh, it's a beautiful ball over the top. Unfortunately, it hits Morata on the heel there as the defender tried to bring it down out of the sky. Good tackle by Bakayoko though, and he's got the strength to hold him off. Oh, Isco can go back to Morata here. Do I have to hit it early? Perhaps. Oh, he sent the defender. Morata well blocked by Lisandro Lopez. Oh, Carlos Ponk, the man able to get it away, but Morata's won it back for a second time. We are dominating here. Such has been the story of our season so far. Domination doesn't necessarily mean a victory. And so far, we haven't scored yet after half an hour. You see, good footwork. Good tackle by Bakayoko though. Isco will look to get it forward to Morata. Isco now not carrying that knock that he was earlier in the game, which is good news. Ponk with Morata here, but we find Coutinho. I'll just let it fly. It's a good save by Varela again. Hazard will try and keep that in, and he will have to do so because the defender is going to get there, and the defender has still gotten to it, so never mind. It's Pizzi back to Samaris. A man on the floor there in the middle. Pizzi. Bakayoko trying to close him down, can't. Rafa into Talisca. Oh, good save by Courtois. That was hit at quite some pace from Talisca there. Time for my keeper to make a decent save this time around. Theirs has made a couple of decent ones so far, but to this point, no side has scored. Morata brings that down well. His pass is blocked. Benfica will recover. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Ronaldo. Oh, trying to get there, but Raul Jimenez has done well. Eden Hazard's the man in the box to clear that away. Isco to Bakayoko. We go back to Isco. Oh, it was nicely done, actually. Morata has got space to run into, but so does Bakayoko on this right-hand side. And then we'll look to play Morata in. And could this be the 1-0 lead we're looking for? Yes, it is. An assist for Bakayoko, a goal for Chelsea and for Alvaro Morata. He's tucked that away nicely. Had to keep it low because the defender, or I mean the goalkeeper even, would probably have gotten a hand to it had I played it through the air. And the defender might have been able to stick a leg out as well, actually. But it's really nicely tucked away. We lead by a goal to nil on the brink of half-time. See out wide here to Crewe. We might have a second goal before half-time. And if it is going to come, it might be from this corner. We're in the 3rd minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. It's a decent delivery, but Hazard could be underneath it. Talisca with a header and Courtois with a great leap and stop. And there is the half-time whistle. Hazard. Isco. Coutinho is out on this left-hand side. I'll look to turn his side quickly. Go to feet for Isco. Or, you know, Morata. It was definitely meant for Isco. Oh, Hazard's just got the pace to get there. And I get this across goal. I got the angle, but not the power. Keeper held on well. Isco, drill that to Coutinho to make sure it gets to him. There's a lot of red shirts here, but Isco's there in support. Kante looking to move forward. He's Eden Hazard. I see the run Isco's making, but I was going to say, can I get it to him? The answer is yes. And Kante's held off the defender well, but flies straight at the keeper. Again, creativity isn't a problem for me in this Chelsea team this season, but clinical finishes in front of goal definitely are. We need to improve. We've got to take the advantage there. We'll quickly get this to Morata. Oh, that's great footwork. This surely has to be 2. No, Bruno Varela with a great save again. And that's going to be their throw as the defender kicks it against Hazard. I just can't seem to score. Pereira should have the pace to get to that. And does so. Very, very fast, Ricardo Pereira. It's half the reason why I bought him, to be honest, because his pace can be the difference in moments like that and other situations as well. I will go to Hazard here, and I'm not sure whether he was onside or not. We'll find out momentarily. He was, and oh, banger from Kante, but unfortunately off the bar. Unorthodox headed clearance from Grimaldo, but it did the job. We'll wear that in there to Isco, back to Coutinho. Oh, I've hit the bar again. Unbelievable here. I just cannot seem to get this second goal. If I end up drawing this 1-1, I'll be fuming. The bar hit twice in 30 seconds. Nice little 1-2 with Talisca. Don't want to get drawn out of position. Andreas Christensen's done well and Pereira will intercept that. Kante tried to get rid of it. Intercepts the secondary pass there. Benfica putting a bit of pressure on here. Don't want to let them get in behind. Ball played over the top. They're going to take the advantage from the free kick as it happens. Coutinho, wow, getting rather frustrated with Talisca there. And it will be he who takes the free kick. And he's going to shoot by the looks of things he has done. Oh, that wasn't far away. And Courtois very nearly got caught out by that. Really good free kick, but no goal. Free kick for Benfica. Talisca to take it. Krovinovic has come on for Pizzi. I don't know who that is, but they have created something from that set piece. Thankfully, it was pretty comfortable for Courtois. Now I'll look to get this into Kante, and then Charlie Musonda. I'll try and get in behind, and it's a brilliant ball. Musonda does get his head to it, and it will just reach Alvaro Morata. And great footwork turns him away from the defender, but the shot on the left foot just isn't good enough, unfortunately. He's done brilliantly well to even have the chance in the first place, so I can't be too annoyed at him. He's had 5 shots in this game, Morata. Has got the 1 goal, and so far, that 1 goal is the difference. Looking into Isco. Morata's made the move, but we'll use Charlie Musonda first. Good footwork from him, and we'll now look to accelerate away. We'll use Isco. He just held his run slightly there, Isco, but Charlie Musonda will look for him again. Isco in behind. Can we finish? Oh, it's a great save from the keeper. Again, unbelievable reactions from Bruno Varela there, and tried to force him off the pitch. It didn't quite work. Talisca knocks that down. Good interception by Aspi. Kante will get there. We'll look to keep this with Charlie Musonda, but haven't been able to. But time is ticking down now for Benfica, and it doesn't look like they are going to get anything out of this. Nice tackle by the defender. Laporte puts it in, and we get ourselves the victory. Deserved. Very much so. Deserved, in fact. Pleased to keep a clean sheet as well, because I haven't done that for a few games. And again, complete and utter domination, but the keeper made save after save after save. Let's have a look. 9 saves in total by Bruno Varela, and at least half of them were genuinely world class. A 1-1 draw between Paris Saint-Germain and AZ Alkmaar, which means we will be top of the group after 1 game. Let's head now into the Premier League at the weekend against Southampton. 4-2-3-1 for Southampton as well. Carlos Vela, Tadic and Boufal as the 3 behind Charlie Austin. It's an okay team. Charlie Austin will be a physical presence, will be hard to deal with, and the pace of Vela and Boufal, especially Boufal, out wide, will be hard to deal with. But I'm starting the same team that played against Benfica, so hopefully we can get a similar result. Conte, Hazard, Isco. Go to feet for Morata, and then into Isco again. Oh, it's a great ball, and Isco! I tried to drill that low. I just didn't quite tap the B button again for the second time quickly enough. And Isco has put that right into almost a second tier. Right at the back of the Matthew Harding. That was, yeah, that was a bit embarrassing for Isco there. Isco, across to Eden Hazard. Yeah, we will turn. Bakayoko, Isco, Morata. He's gone for the second again. This time Isco does keep it low, but Fraser Forster makes a good save. Dominating again at the beginning of this game. I seem to be in good form with regards our match performances. And oh, what a ball to Carlos Vela. He's left-footed, so I'll try and show one to his right, which I can't do. And Charlie Austin has buried that. Right, okay. As soon as I say I seem to be in good form performance-wise, we go 1-0 down. But that pass, wow. And he just simply lays it across to Austin. There's no chance to react, nobody near him. And he's buried it first time into the back of the net. Perfect hit. He couldn't have hit that any more perfectly. Wonderful goal. Wonderful hit from Charlie Austin. Southampton lead by a goal to 0. In there to Oriol Romeu. Dusan Tadic. Golo Kante can't close the man down. Vela has turned onto his right foot here, waiting for him to turn back on his left, and he hasn't. He's completely caught me out by doing so. Boufal gets in with the header, and it's Southampton 2, Chelsea 0. Well, I've had 2 chances. They've had 2 chances. I haven't scored, and they've scored both of theirs. Slightly disappointed with Azpilicueta for not doing better with the physical challenge at the back post. Vela completely sold me though. I was waiting for him to cut back on his left and he just didn't. And should Dave have done better? Yes, I think is the answer. Oh, it's Coutinho. All right, never mind. I'll let him off. Coutinho's probably not the best man to be in a defensive position like that. I thought it was Azpilicueta. Sorry, Dave. I apologise to you. Unfortunately, Coutinho not able to show the physical challenge up against Boufal. And we find ourselves quickly 2-0 down. It's Isco. Kante through the gap to Isco. Morata's there. Oh, it's Coutinho even. Oh, trying to make up for the mistake at the back post. But Virgil van Dijk with a lunging block. That's a good corner. Oh, Van Dijk underneath that as well, I think. It was. It's going to be another corner this time from the far side. Eden Hazard will whip it in again. And he has done. Christensen. Van Dijk, honestly, stop it, mate. Don't put in a Romagnoli-style performance, please, because that's what did me against Leicester. Here's Timo Bakayoko. He's round the corner well. Can he finish? Oh, no. No. Wow. How have I not scored in this game yet? How have I only scored 1 goal from all of the chances I've created so far in 1 game and 20 minutes worth of football? It's ridiculous. I'll look to play the 1-2, and Morata doesn't quite have the pace to get past Wesley Hurt. Classy. I want to draw Kante too far out of position. Charlie Austin to Oriol Romeu, across here to Boufal. It's a really sharp turn. Pereira's done brilliantly though to get the interception, and Coutinho will try and set up a counter-attack here. Bakayoko takes it in his stride very well and racing away here, and there's space to break into as well. Can he find a teammate? Yes, Morata. I'm going to need support. No one really arriving, so Morata will go solo and will score. We are back in the game. Alvaro Morata single-handedly dragging Chelsea through this. Just under 10 minutes to go till half-time. Nobody really committing to a run apart from Bakayoko, who just ran next to Virgil van Dijk. There's a really good finish from the Spaniard. That is his 2nd goal of the Premier League so far this season. Hopefully there's plenty more to come from him. A free kick, 3 minutes into the second half, in a very promising position. Now this is Coutinho range, isn't it really? More so than anyone else. Can Felipe Coutinho give us the perfect start to the second half? The ball is being told off here, and someone is getting booked. I'm not sure which one of the 4 it will be, but Coutinho will be the man to take this. I'm not sure how much power to put on it or what sort of angle. I'm going to go for a bar and a half, and that's sort of... Oh, I got it around the wall rather than over the wall. Oh, it's just not going to trouble the keeper, is it? Free kicks are so hard on FIFA these days. 17 and 18, there's just been no consistency whatsoever. I'm really struggling to score free kicks. Lamina turns inside well. It's Charlie Austin. Holds it up brilliantly, but Pereira intercepts, but Boufal steals it off him. Charlie Austin looking for the ball through, looking for Carlos Vela, but Azpilicueta just manages to get there. Isco out to Coutinho, who's actually coming off for Willian momentarily. As soon as I get the opportunity to make the change with the ball going out of play, but I'm hoping the ball will go out of play because we've scored a 2nd goal. Time will tell. Kante will just poke that there for Isco. And I'll look for Morata. And it might well be the second goal. Oh, but it's not the second goal. This sees the ball go out of play. My luck in this game, the past 2 or 3 episodes, not just 2 or 3 games, just hasn't been there. Creating so many chances. Hazard with a cross. Willian's just come on. And he side foots it straight into the hands of Fraser Forster. SP intercepts. Kante will use Willian first. Quickly look for Morata in the space. And through that gap is Isco. And surely this time... No second goal. Again, the keeper makes a good save. Can Hazard get to that? He can't. I've got Charlie Musonda and Pedro on the bench. And I might be calling on Pedro sooner rather than later, because I think Hazard's running out of energy now. Bakayoko gets in the way, although his touch isn't that good. We'll play the ball to Eden Hazard. Yeah, his stamina's rather dead at the minute. Trying to handle with Carlos Vela on the right-hand side here, but I just can't seem to do it. He's been running rings around me all game, Carlos Vela. He's had an extremely good performance for Southampton. Can Willian get past the defender here? Yes, he can. That was expertly done. And he's beaten the second man too. And the third. Willian, I need support from someone in the middle. Where on earth has Virgil van Dijk gone there? I'm not going to complain. Willian with a superb solo goal. Virgil van Dijk, not really too sure why he decided to go on an arcing run around the side, but he opened up the space for me. Willian runs in and buries it. Came close with his first touch, side-footing it straight to Fraser Forster. But that run, look at Van Dijk here. He runs at me and then runs off. I'm not going to complain. Good finish. Could have played it across to Eden Hazard as well. I am going to make that change now, actually. Let's take Hazard off and bring on Pedro. And actually, let's bring Mutonda on for Isco as well and put Pedro at cam. Right. 2-2. 15 minutes to go. Try and get a winner. Vela through the gap there, looking for Dusan Tadic, who's accelerated away really well. Dusan Tadic in behind. Wow, chance to win it for Southampton. They haven't really created much in the second half since going 2-0 up. And, oh, if Azpi's touch there had been better, I really could have set Charlie Musonda away. Oh, he would have been clean through in behind. A 1-2 with Dusan Tadic, swept out here to Buffal. Buffal into Charlie Austin. Courtois again with the save. Southampton putting the pressure on now. They've suddenly turned up the wick again. Pedro, great turn. Get away from Oriol Romeu. He's done well. Pedro racing away here. I need this third defender to come towards me. He just hasn't. Pedro, oh, can't get away from Linez. And it's, or Lins, or Lines. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yes, Kante. Steals it off Carlos Vela. Charlie Musonda into Pedro. Bakayoko is there, driving forward. Willian is waiting for it, as is Morata. And I can't get it to Alvaro, though he's stuck a good foot in there, but it's only giving it straight to Southampton still. Tadic to Charlie Austin. Austin to Romeu. Pushing for, third here, Southampton. A goal now for either side would surely win the game. It's a lovely ball into Dusan Tadic, who is left-footed, but he goes for the ball in on his right, and Pereira clears. Can Kante get to that? Yes, he can. Pedro forward to Morata. I've got support coming up here. It's Charlie Musonda with Carlos Vela in front of him. Musonda, get that quickly across here to Willian, and we really could get ourselves a goal-scoring opportunity. Morata, can he get around Van Dijk? Yes, he can. Again, Virgil van Dijk going with a really strange turn. Morata driving into the middle, pulls it back, finds N'Golo Kante. Is that a foul? Advantage given. Kante really should have taken the advantage and got the free kick. There's the final whistle. It's a draw against Southampton. Oh, those 2 quick-fire goals in the first half just completely killed me off. Again, plenty of chances created. This time we did get the goals, but because we conceded those 2 so quickly, we still only get the point in the Premier League. We were second in the league. I'm not sure where we'll be after that, but the third game in the episode is against Crewe in the Carabao Cup. So hopefully we can go and win that, and then we'll find out where we are in the league at the end of the episode with a game against West Ham looming for tomorrow. Rotated the side very heavily for Crewe, as you might expect, giving Pasalic and Casey Palmer a start for the very first time. Van Ginkel actually starting for the first time, although came on as a substitute in the first game of the episode against Benfica. So we'll have to wait and see how we go on here against Crewe, but I would expect it to be as straightforward as the game against Rochdale was in the previous round. So big win incoming, I hope. Zuma with a powerful header there. Charlie Musonda will look for Casey Palmer. It's a good ball. Musonda thought about going again, then thought against it, and then did, in the end, go again. And Charlie Musonda hits it straight at Garrett, unfortunately, in between the sticks for Crewe. First chance after 5 minutes. They're playing a 4-3-3, Crewe, which is not necessarily overly offensive and not necessarily overly defensive either. So I'm not sure whether they'll actually go for it here like Rochdale tried, or whether they'll fall apart. But Charlie Musonda, after missing his first, has scored his second opportunity of the game. And we have gotten ourselves an early lead here against Crewe Alexandra away from home. Is that going to be the first of many? We'll have to wait and see. We scored 3 quick goals against Rochdale in the opening 25 minutes and then didn't really threaten again after that. We're going to get a repeat, or are we just going to sit at 1-0? We'll find out. Here's Ainley on the run down the right-hand side of his attack. It's a good cross, and Zappacosta has to head behind for a Crewe corner. 20 minutes in, they have the opportunity from a set-piece to try and get themselves an equaliser. Decent delivery in, but Van Ginkel gets that away. Meets underneath this, chests it down brilliantly well, and will turn away from the defenders. No, is the answer. Nobody actually came up in support from there, so I had to try and go solo anyway. Here's Chris Dagnall, back to Ainley. Inside to Dagnall again. Oh, that turn. Really nicely done by Chris Dagnall. And it gets the shot off, but good block by Marco Van Ginkel. And, whoa, Rudiger, or Zuma, it was Zuma in the middle. Almost found himself breaking his own ankles there trying to get a block on the shot, but thankfully it didn't need one. Straight at the keeper and a comfortable save. Luke Shaw through that gap there nicely to Casey Palmer, who will turn and then get the ball down the line here for Charlie Musonda, who will whip it in and meets Batshuayi. I can't commentate on that, I'm sorry. That was just ridiculous. And Hinkle forward to Willian. Turns, there's Casey Palmer. Meets forward with me, although he's not really making any sort of moves to get into a position to try and score a goal. Pashalic to Casey Palmer. Charlie Musonda spins on it. Oh, it's nicely done. We'll look for Michi in the middle. Can he finish this time? No, he can't. At least he actually got a shot off this time, rather than just letting it hit him in the midriff. But wide of the target. Zuma. I think we'll go to Willian first, and I'll just keep going outside. Michi is there in the support, and there's Casey Palmer in the middle. Looks to drive past the defender with the first touch. Casey Palmer scores on his first Chelsea appearance for me in this save. Great first touch. He's made the impact. I just had to get it away. See the number 5. He was backing away. I had to make sure I went the opposite way so he couldn't try and get a foot in or just adjust his feet quickly enough. And actually, it's a very good finish from Casey Palmer. That's the sort of goal that Kylian Hazard was scoring for me. And as Hazard's performances have fallen away, Casey Palmer taking the opportunity to step into his place. Walk it into Dagnall. Turn was decent, but thankfully the defender read it. Palmer forward into Michi. Might bring Tammy Abraham on in this second half, because Michi's not really done much, to be fair. I think Tammy might have actually had a better chance of things, or better time of things in this game had he been on the pitch from the start. But Michi did send me an email before the game and asked to start, so I decided to give him the nod, but hasn't really worked out, unfortunately, for him. Probably proved me wrong in this move, though. Michi out wide to Charlie Musonda is going to drive around the outside here against Eddie Nolan. I'll try and turn inside, though, but Nolan puts in a good tackle. Musonda picks up the loose ball, though. Can we find the ball into the middle? Yes, we can. And Michi, very nearly, proves me wrong. Very nearly. Good save by the keeper. Willian with the whip. It's Zuma perhaps underneath it, but no, headed away by the defender. Dagnall's touch is poor. Luke Shaw will go for the worldie from 30 yards. Very nearly score it. Palmed away by the keeper. That looked like it was going to hit the top corner. Palmer with the throw. Back here to Zappacosta. Early whip. Good whip. Oh, Charlie Musonda. Wow, outrageous attempt from him there at the back post, with a defender there that I thought was just going to win the header. I will take Michi Batshuayi now off for Tammy Abraham. I tell you what, Pashalic has been incredible in this game so far. Really, really good. I don't know whether it's just the level of opposition that has meant that he's been as influential as he has, but he's been particularly impressive. Let's make these 2 changes. We'll see if we can extend our lead. Pedro. Casey Palmer, good turn. Tammy Abraham looking to get in behind. What a ball through from Casey Palmer. Was Tammy Abraham onside? He was, but it's a good save by Garrett to stop him from immediately scoring a goal to give us a 3-0 advantage. I think he scored twice against Rochdale, didn't he, Tammy Abraham? No, it was Tammy Abraham, Kylian Hazard and someone else that scored. Kennedy, I think, actually, thinking about it, against Rochdale. Intercepted there by Antonio Rudiger. I'd like to keep another clean sheet here if I can. Disappointed to have only drawn the game against Southampton. Things in the Premier League aren't going my way so far, but we're going great guns in all of the cup competitions we're involved in to this point. Tammy Abraham's just too fast for the defenders to handle, but can't finish. Oh, Charlie Musonda took it down. I didn't want to hit that first time because I knew I'd miss it. Took it down and then drills it hard and low. Keeper dives over the top of it. We have ourselves a 3-0 away lead. In there to Van Ginkel. Out to Kennedy, who's come on as a late substitute here. Tammy Abraham with the turn, but not going to get away from Ray, the defender. Going to be a replica of the scoreline against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup. If I can keep 3-0 scorelines up in every single round, that would be brilliant. Especially if we can keep up the fortuitousness of the draw that keeps giving us lower league opposition. Again, more chances, more goals. Doing well. Arsenal 0 at Man United 0. That's going to extra time. Burnley have to rely on extra time, but actually beat Spurs because of it. Any shocks in there? Brighton 1, Man United 1 has gone, or Man City 1, sorry, has gone to extra time. Not sure who's going to get through in that one, but 5 days for Willian, that's fine. Hazard isn't happy. Okay, well, I mean, it's a busy fixture list, Eden. But we are currently 4th in the Premier League, just 2 points off top, level on points with Watford and Leicester City. All of us on, wow, what is it? And Arsenal, Man United as well. Everybody seems to just be doing exactly the same this season. We were matching with Arsenal 2 games ago with regard, or 1 game ago, 2 or 3 games ago with regards points, goals scored, goals for, goals against, and goal difference, etc. Now it's Arsenal, Man United that are doing the same, and we're doing the same and matching Leicester as well. Anyone else in the league doing something similar? No, it's yes. Down the they've got never mind. They've got the same goals for and against their West Brom and Man City. Just noticed who that was in 16th. But yeah, that's really odd. I wonder if that will keep up all the way to all the way through the season. We'll have to wait and see. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. We will start with West Ham tomorrow.